you want to make sure that you put your hips on his hip, like this. I'm staying heavy, and I'm heavy on his hips. I don't want to be too far forward. I want to be back on his hips, and I want to stay heavy on his hips, because this is where he's going to be driving up. This arm can be in here. I'm pinching my elbow on his hip here, trapping this hip. This hip is going to be on his hip. Notice that my knee is not on the ground, it's up, and I'm on top of him. I'm staying heavy on his hip. I don't want to be too far forward, like I said. I want to be back on his hip. Anytime in turtle position, I want to be back on his hip. Even if I'm like this, if I'm riding like this, all my weight's on his hip. See? Here, I can be here, here. I like this position. Okay, sometimes what he does is he'll be sticking his arm out here. If he's sticking his arm out, I'll just reach up and I'll hook it with my leg, hook it, and I'll feed it to this leg, just like this. Then I'll come down on it, okay? Now I'm pinching it between my legs, okay? So again, I see him stick this arm out, I hook it, I feed it to this leg, and now I got it trapped, okay? Once it's trapped, all I'm gonna do is take this arm here, I'm gonna tuck, and I'm gonna roll, just like this. Now, if he rolls, that's okay. If he doesn't, I'm going to submit it. I'll just catch him. I'll come, drive my hand across his body like this so he can't sit up. I'm blocking him from sitting up. My legs go back. And then from here, I'm just going to scoop my hips back and lift. Just like this. Okay? And again. So I'm here. Most important part. Heavy on his hips. See his arm? I catch it, I feed it to this leg. I'm going to drop my leg and pinch it right away. Now from this position, I'm going to dump my shoulder and roll. Now I'm going to scissor my legs. He'll roll. I block him just like this. So I block him, he can't sit up. If he sits up, he's going to get out. Okay, so I have to block him. Then from here, I'm just going to scoop my hips away from him and then come up. And again. His arms out. I hook it. Duck. I block it. Then from here, I just scoop my hips back. I just scoop my hips back and I lift them. Okay? Let's try it.